Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Just getting started here, playing with some settings. Be going in just a minute, and then we're gonna do some Nighthaunt painting. I got some airbrushing we're gonna do today. Got some probably hand painting to do too. Just got a couple more things to do to get the studio set up. All right. Start this party here. Which camera do we want? Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back. Let's see. Like I said, we are going to be airbrushing, and we're going to be working on some Nighthaunt. So I got a bunch here. We are going to be doing these are Reborn Banshees. This guy's really cool. I need to look up what his name is. I suck. And then Glazing is right here. except that camera is upside down. Let's fix that real quick. Hey, that's the wrong camera. Would be help if I could see here. Let's see. All right, that should look. Hey, like it's right side up now. Sweet. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna get some airbrushes out here. We're not gonna be using the Sotar 2020. This is a detail brush. We're gonna be using the Badger, what is this, 100? 106, 105, Patriot. That goes along well with the holiday, right? So we're going to be using this one. The reason we're using this airbrush is I just added this camera. It's brand new, so I'm trying to get the angles right on this. So we're going to be using this one specifically because it covers large spaces, and we're going to fire up the booth here. So it's going to get a little noisy. Alright, and I think we're going to leave those for now. So, it's going to get a little noisy. Probably just be muted for a lot of this. But what we're going to do is we're going to be starting with this awesome blue color. This is Meridia's Blue. Meridius Blue from P3. This is going to be our base coat for all of these, and then we are going to highlight it up to this arcane blue. And then after the arcane blue, it's just going to be a bunch of glazed out white. And when we're done, we're going to have something that looks like this. It's a little bit bright and shiny in there, but you get the idea. First things first, we're gonna make sure we're not clogged. Nope, that looks good. We are gonna use some Airbrush Flow Improver. And we are going to put in our Meridius Blue. About 1-to-1 on this. There's no solid formula. Just kind of keep going until you get what you like. And to get this mixed nice, just use an old brush. And then a little bit of backflow technique. Okay, so that step's done, and then we're just gonna slide over here. Try not to beat up the camera. Still not used to how everything is set here. All right, yep, we got some nice blue there. We're just gonna be base coating all this bad boy. This nice deep blue, and I'm actually gonna turn off the sound here for a little bit. Right, so that's the first coat. And let's see, we just got a little bit in here, so what we're just going to end up doing is dropping just a bit of this lighter colored paint in here before we switch over to a smaller airbrush. Let's see, what was I looking for? Okay, and so this is going to be a good chunk of this lighter blue. And a little bit more airbrush flow improver. And then some glaze medium, which will thin out the paint, make it a little more translucent, which we want. A little bit of backflow.
When my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer. When I meet with you again, yeah. I just can't wait, 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 wait. I just can't wait, 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 wait. I just can't wait, I just wait, I just can't wait until the summer, summer, summer. I just can't wait until the
All right, looking good so far. We're getting that nice ice blue color that I really love. Next thing. Okay. Let's keep something that you can just pour some paint out into. And so then with just a bit of blue lining this still, I'm going to switch over to white. And that again is going to be flow improver. And going to be glaze medium. This gives us a very, very light blue. I think I actually want even a little bit more white in here. There we go. We've got it completely baby blue now. It's great if you're a baby. Or a Nighthaunt ghosty. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now we are going to switch airbrushes. This one has done what it came to do, which was to get all the big details, which is great. We'll throw this in some water, let it soak, then we'll clean it out once we're done with the other airbrushing. Now we're going to switch to the smaller airbrush, and this is just going to be pure white. We're just going to do straight white detail. And this one is definitely a finicky little machine. So let's see. Let's go with some glaze medium. And some white paint. Not too much. And we'll use a different brush. Double check and make sure this isn't clogged. There we go. And just gotta be kind of careful because this is gonna be splotchy.
Checklist. Got one more for the set list. Walk in the spot and I drop one track. Know who the best, know who the best is. Walk in the rave like checklist. Got one more for the set list.
Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
But now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want more.
Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
But now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want more. Now I want more. Walking the rave like checklist. Got one more for the set list. Walking the spot and I drop one track. Know who the best is.
Tell me what's going. Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
Walking the rave like checklist. Got one more for the set list. Walking the spot and I drop one track. Know who the best is. Walking the rave like checklist. Got one more for the set list.
Tell me what's going down.
All right, I think that is it for the airbrushing. Let me switch this back over. Heck, that almost looks fine without the lights on. Almost don't need that bright ass light. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. All right, so what's next? We're gonna bring these guys over to the table. Put our finished miniature back. I gotta clean up some paint real quick.
Can't stand it when you're so shut.
Let these guys firm up since they need to dry. And let's see, who should we clean out first? Let's clean out this one first. These both need to go in the sink, so I will be right back. Wait just a minute while I clean some airbrushes here. Alright, so now those are just need to be have some airbrush cleaner run through them real quick, and then we'll move on to the next part of our project. Let's see. Who's first? Let's do this one first. Oops. Making messes. Try not to breathe all this crap in, because that's not necessarily a good thing to do. Rinse with some water. Okay, there's one brush down. A little bit of backflow. And we'll be done with this in just a minute. Okay, now we can turn off all the noisy stuff. Time to make wet palette. And rearrange a couple things because I don't like how things are arranged. I just recently redid my studio area here and I'm still getting used to it and getting everything in the spot that I want. Because it takes time. Okay, so where do we want to start with these guys? We need to do bases. We got some weapons to do. before we do that, I might experiment with a little bit of rust technique that I've been wanting to check out. So let's put this where I can see it. We could give doing these guys a try. These guys are going to be, I'm going to do green flames for lack of a better word. So we're going to try that out here today at some point in time, but I think to start off with, let's create up some wet palette here. This is just parchment paper and wet paper towels. We're gonna get a little bit of curl. It'll eventually work itself out. Hey, Afi, how are ya? What you up to? Drugged cats, vet day? Oh, did they have to get lots of stuff? My kitty had vet day too, but she didn't have to get drugged out. She returned unscathed. So I think what we're gonna do first is some metallic on the weapons and whatever other random metal things are laying around here. So 3 of them, holy crap, that's a lot of cats to get fixed in one day. That's gonna be no fun. And then what we're doing, this is just a wet palette that we're using here. So that's just to keep the paint moist. Sorry for those of you that hate the word moist. And all we do is we take a little bit of our metallic paint that we're going to use, tiny drop of airbrush thinner. And then we just get that up nice. So yeah, you're gonna have fun with drugged up cats for a couple weeks then, huh? While they get all healed up. And this doesn't matter if we're 100% perfect on this, because we're going to do a lot of weathering. We're going to make these look like they're ancient, nasty weapons. Like a Bloodborne monster. I haven't played Bloodborne, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a little bit of inspiration in there. This is a Games Workshop for a game called Age of Sigmar. And they make beautiful models. Like, these gonna look so good. Paint it up. Oh, and we also have some metal. This is some bent up fence down here, so we'll get this painted. I do want to leave some of this white, the stuff that's closest to him. So we're not gonna paint all of it. It's what we call object source lighting, where it looks like there's light coming off of the monster. I really want it to look like there's a little ghostly dude flying by. That should be about perfect. All right. This guy's got a lot of the same going on here. Kitty heard you talking. Hi, Kitty. She survived the bet, but she didn't really have much done. She's got a finger up the butt and she's fine. This guy has got a couple different metallic things going on, so we'll get those all roughed in. And again, this doesn't have to look perfect because it's going to get all weathered up. It's going to be all rusted and gross. Seen better days. And we're using a slightly thinner layer of paint so we don't obscure any detail. So when we do want it to cover, we're usually going to have to take a couple of passes.
We brought the sound that shook the ground. There is a meaning buried within the sound. We brought the sound that shook the ground.
And I think I want to do his helmet and armor like a brass gold sort of a color, so we're gonna wait on that for a minute. Try to get in all these funky angles that this, I don't even know what the hell this is. Brazier, candelabra, something. Brazier. I've never been able to say that word properly. To decide how much of the top of this should just do it all the same color. How many play this? Like how many people play the same game, or how many people worldwide? Generally this is a 2-player game, so each army will consist of between like 20 and a couple of hundred models depending on how long you want to play. And generally games range from, yeah, usually 1 versus 1, although you can do games up to like I don't know, usually it's like 4 against all, so like you can do some games like that. You can do some narrative style games, like I had some friends this weekend play the sci-fi version of this game. So there's this game, Age of Sigmar, there's also Warhammer 40,000. And they had a game, they played a huge game where it was like, I don't know, probably 8 of them playing, and they played for like 2 days straight. How many of friends play right now? I got a small group of guys that are playing this, guys and girls. There's probably about 10 or so of us locally. Yeah, I've never played like the 2-day straight games, but I'm sure it can be fun. That's because Monopoly is boring. That's how. There's a lot of tactics, and it looks amazing when you have all your models painted and a cool battlefield. So, totally different experience. That's the problem, is everybody starts with those type of games and they do suck. And so they think, oh man, I'm not into board games. This isn't really a board game. This is actually a miniature battle game, so slightly different. Same concept, so. Alright, so I like that. That's pretty good. Oh, I know. I'm teasing you, man. You're dissing, dude. Gotta stay caffeinated here. Alright. She's just got a couple little things to paint up. Drop anything in this house and there's instant cat hair. I'm sure you know how that feels. So do you just have 3 cats, or do you have like a whole lot of cats and that was just the 3 that was their day? Oh, jeez. So that was fun. That's nice of them. Trying to decide if I want to paint her scabbard. So my concept with these guys is that even though they're all ghostly, they all, like, at some point in time, they found like some weapon that was ultra powerful, and through it they were enslaved to Nagash, the Lord of Death. And that's how they ended up in his ghostly minions. And so that's the point I'm like painting all these weapons, because that would be the, you know, the power weapon they found. Ugh, that sucks, man. Does your town have like a feral, like, catch and release where they come and fix them? It's like ours does. They actually come and they fix them and they mark them so that you know that they've been part of the feral catch program. Yeah, we used to have a cat in our backyard. We called her Keller because she was a killer and would always eat all the mice. Yeah, it sucks because a bunch of cats, man, that'll take over after a while. Damn, you are super rural. Oh, the rural South. Alright, just painting up just enough so you can see the detail and not so much so that it gets rid of all of the source lighting here. Oh, scabbard. Do I want to paint the scabbard? No, for right now I don't. Maybe I'll... Oh, excuse me. Maybe I'll go back and do that later, but I don't want to do it now. There. Problem solved.
Yeah, break ground is the ghost hour. When I step up in the town, call me Jack Flowers. Bring
Trying to get that paint down in the crevices there, so there's not little bits of white left in there. Oh, I like the skull in there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, right there. There's a cool skull. Unfortunately, it's so close. I don't think it's going to get painted because I'm going to leave a lot of that white down in there. But around the outside will, so we'll see. Maybe that's her skull. Could be. Maybe that's why she's angry. She finally found her skull and now she can't do anything with it.
Blood on the floor, blood on your shirt. Look up at the clouds, what is it worth? Don't ask me my advice, I don't teach. Don't judge my way of life, I don't preach. I just want to be long, please can you leave? I ain't used to the way that you perceive. 100,000 eyes on me, telling lies on me. Just listen to you see.
So we'll get these painted up. And then it'll be bases. I am going to do some experimentation with some rust. I want to make these weapons look old and nasty. They might be magical, but they've seen better days. That's the worst when you get like a crappy old dagger and it's the one that's cursed. It's not even like a nice magical dagger. Let's see, what do we got going on in the base here? Any metal? Green tip for poison. Yeah, the other one I made it like a metallic blue. Kind of like it, but I think I'm going to change it up when I change these other ones up. We will do some green though. We're going to do some green on some of the flames. So like the flames coming out of this guy. This top part here is going to be this cool green. It's going to look really awesome. I think. I hope. Assuming I do it right. If it looks like on the model what it looks like in my head, it's going to be badass. Okay, so everybody's got daggers. So we need now some sepia. Where are you? Seraphim sepia. We're going to start grossing these up a little bit. So this is just a Citadel wash, straight out of the pot, nothing special. We're just going to use that to make this weapon look old and misused. You can see it just gives it like this nice, kind of gross brown hue. Oops, missed a piece of the sword. I gotta go back and fix that. Oh yeah, I like this. I haven't actually used this color on this sort of an application before, and yeah, I'm a fan. Let me fix this sword real quick. Okay. All gross and rusted up. Who's next? This one I'm not going to do the whole thing for some reason. Inspired to just do the chunks here where it's all chunked out, kind of around the blade edge. Sometimes there's really no science to this, it's just what you think's gonna look cool. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, try again. And this chick was kind of done, but I'm gonna go and make her weapon match now. Okay, so they're all done. What are we gonna do next? Let's do this guy's helmet. And back piece, which we are going to use P3 brass balls for that. I think I have everything flipped here, so you probably couldn't read that, but that's alright. Made me feel good to show you. That was 10 times more paint than I needed. Where? There we go.
I guess I'm a lot like you.
Thin this down a little bit. Like I said, way more paint than we needed, but that's alright. We'll make it work.
As you sit and breathe, something or another is more vivid. Something or another is
And so for this guy, we're going to do this whole carapace. And we're going to start off super thin here, which is exactly what we want. And take my tweezers and remove this annoying cat hair, I suppose. Start moving on to the helmet. And it's just going to take a few passes here. Trying to determine how much is helmet and how much is not helmet.
as you sit and breathe, something or another is
Get something up here so I can lean on it a little bit. Looks like I got a little bit of mess going on. Should be able to clean that up pretty easy with some glazy white though. No, I'm not too worried about it. Just trying to be fairly careful with this. The less we have to go back and fix, the better. Still got a few little spots I'm gonna have to go back and fix, darn it. Okay. That works. Now we're going to go in with a couple of different fun things here. First off, we're going to get some really bright orange. These are very similar. Do we Narnia Tostado or Lava Orange? Let's do the Lava Orange. Let's see, that tip is clogged. Okay, so we're just going to be stippling here. Stippling, we're going to start with something small. Stippling is really just kind of a way to put just a little bit of paint on at a time. So we'll see. I usually have a hard time with this. So let's see if we can get this right. And so we just want just a tiny bit on that pommel too. And a little more on the fence here. Trying to make a random pattern so it looks. What color? Oh, Let's mess it up. What color the character mob's going to be? They're all basically going to be this color. So this whole army is an army of ghosts called the Nighthaunt. So there are going to be variations on this theme of where the main body is ghostly. Yeah, blue, bluish white. It's kind of made, you know, like that movie monster sort of movie ghost color I'm going for. Tried to get it more on the white with just a blue undertones, but I think I still ended up a little bit blue on these guys. Although they actually matched my original pretty close, so that's not bad. Alright, and now Homeboy is going to get himself a whole bunch of rust. And we can be messy with this as long as we just pretty much get it on the things we want it on. This is really my first time trying to do rust like this, so we'll see if I like it. I just stole this technique from the internet. In fact, on this bigger guy, we could almost just go straight to trying this. So what else I have here is this. It is called Nylock Oxide. And this is a very, very, very thin. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work. What I'd like to do is see it go in like some of the crevices up here. So it kind of simulates that bluish color that rust gets before you get the full-on rust effect. Like I said, I've never used it before, so I'm not sure how it's going to come out. Looks like more is better. Within reason. That thing looks pretty gross. Might go ahead and bring some orange back in here. But otherwise, I like it. I'm sure I will learn to perfect the technique over time. Okay, I like it. It'll look good. Although now, I kind of think I should just do this blue first. And then we'll do the rust over that. I think that's probably a more efficient way to paint these guys. Although she already got it, so that means... Just kind of concentrating on like the cross guard, recessed pieces, things along those lines. See if we can get this to where I really like it. The only problem I'm having with this is it's such a similar color to the ghosty. I feel like that kind of takes away from it a little bit. It would actually be better if the ghosty was green, but can you do? How did that dry up? Alright, I think we dried up pretty good. And here, I just kind of have the brush in a really bad state, which is actually a really good way to get this stipple effect to look right. It's a nice random pattern.
For example,
Yeah, that thing's gross. I like it. Rusty glaves.
What makes you an exception?
Okay, so now on these. Alright, I wasn't gonna do rusted first, but no, I kinda like it. Nobody wants to get stabbed with a rusty knife, right? It's kinda intimidating. The other pieces. Need to rust up some metal on those. We got a couple spots there we gotta do. Kinda wanna go back and do some more of this, guys. Stuff here. Okay, I like that. Rusty weapons are done. What's next? We need some... Yeah, I want some more rust on the top of that, actually. When I see that from the top. What do you guys think? Yes, no on the rust? Does it look good? I know I definitely need to improve the technique. See some spots where I missed and messed up, but that's okay. We can fix those super easy with a little bit of white later. Like I said earlier, this is my first time really using this technique. was not the direction I was gonna go, but now that I've gone that direction, kinda like it. It looks really gross. This will look really old and natty. Okay, so what do we do next? I see a lot of brown I need to do. I see some ink we need, so some shading. What should we do on the gold? I think earth shade maybe?
All I wanna do is to put rounds around you and watch these moments fall back into place. All I wanna do is to make you stop and love me. How can I be blue when you catch me in these feelings like okay. I love you, I do need you, I do love you, I do need you. I love you, I do need you. I love you, I do need you.
And we missed just a little bit. Let's clean that up. Oh, actually that works out right then. Or should we do green? Let's do green next. And so for green, we're going to use this beautifully gross shade of necrotite green here. And just needs to be thinned just a little bit. Actually, let's see how it does. I was gonna try to airbrush this too, but I decided I just don't want to go there. I have to figure out some sort. Announced D3, so what was the one? There was one. Cyberpunk 2077 is super exciting. Might do Fallout 76, not quite sure yet. Yeah, that game looks so fucking killer. I can't believe people were complaining about it being a first-person game, but, you know, everybody needs to complain. That's what the internet's for anymore, is complaints. But yeah, what about you? So Cyberpunk you're excited for? What else is out there that you're looking forward to? And hell, for that matter, what are you playing right now? Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Anthem is worth caring about. I honestly am it's not catching me. Maybe it's Destiny's fault for being so shitty, I don't know. Yeah, I thought I saw a video and I thought it looked like it was new. I should go watch it, see what I thought. Maybe it'll be enough to convince me. What do you think? Yeah, I was trying to decide if the new division actually looked good or not. That was a lot of fun, man. The PvP, us running around in frickin' PvP there was so hilarious. We had some of my favorite streams we ever did. It's really too bad that it went to hacking hell. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, there's always going to be some hacking and crap in a game, but it doesn't have to be as bad as it was. Alright, getting pretty close to having this part where I want it. Yeah, I haven't heard much about the Halo game, to be honest. Hey Matt, what's up, dude? How many accounts do you need, bro? You know, it doesn't work to make a troll account if you use your real name. Alright, I'm in unknown territory now. I need to do some sort of, like, shading here. And I have no idea what's gonna look good. So, what options do we have? We've got soft tone, might be my best. Don't want to go dark. Don't need to use mud. Let's do some soft tone and see how that comes out. Like, welcome back, Schwans. Like, especially just wanted this to help fill in all the stuff I probably missed inside here. Schwans, I was saying, it doesn't do any good to make a troll account if you use your real name, bro. Or is this your troll account? I'm doing good, man. Just been hanging out, doing some painting. This is the second time, well, third time technically I've done a creative stream, so I'm still trying to figure it out, but just been hanging out with Afi here, who you probably remember by another name, but I think you would remember him. Painting some ghosties, some rusted up swords and ghosts. Blah, blah, blah. We were talking about E3. What do you think? What did you see from E3 that you were excited about? All right, so we need to let him dry, which means it's time to move on to some ground. So we're gonna do some brown now and start working on these bases so we get some nice contrast going, because that's the thing when you have this much blue on these miniatures, this bluish white, you need some contrast to play off of or they just look monotone. And so we're gonna start getting that right now. Yeah, I didn't see much about the new Elder Scrolls either, but that is kind of interesting. We need a bigger brush. Bigger brush. Yeah, they were just like, new Elder Scrolls. The only one worse was Star Wars. We're making a Star Wars game. Okay. That's it. That's all we're gonna tell you. We're making a Star Wars game. Well then. That almost felt more like a troll than a game announcement. Can't really see what I'm doing here. Yeah, they literally just like, they panned to this guy in the crowd. Hey, you're from a game studio? We're making a Star Wars game. That was it. That was their announce. So this is just our first color for our bases. There's like 3 or 4 steps we'll go through on these.
That's that shit I do like.
But you can see that helps already. Like start to give him some contrast And then besides the base, he needs his haft of his weapon painted. It was very loud. How about you? Do you get to blow stuff up in California? Because here, holy crap, people blow up a lot of crap. I think a lot of my neighbors used to be rich, and now they're not because they just lit all their money on fire yesterday.
Take up arms. Will you help us make our last stand? The time is now. Let us be heard as we sing our way into battle.
Yeah, how was the party?
It's time to light up the sky with fire.
Tonight, I want to talk to you about violence in our cities. It's been the brutality of a mob. I will use whatever force is necessary to restore order.
Get your ass up. We know how to turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Just roughing the wood haft of his weapon here. You made it home, so. Did you have a few drinks? A few many drinks? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave some of that blue in the back there because we want the source lighting. Not all of it. I want to do about the same on both sides. Because he's a scary glowing ghost, so we want to leave some of that on the ground. And I apologize, it's kind of hard to get the right angle when you're painting this stuff because of the way I need to get down to it.
All stations are now disabled. System failure. I repeat. System failure. System failure.
I think that'll work. I can never be sure with some of these. So it leaves that nice glowing effect on the base.
Me got something for them, shut it down. Nasty man no stopping for them, shut it down. Baseline I go shot your boy deck, shut it down. Full of vibes, no compromise, me kill the raver. Something for them, me and the savior. Nasty man no stopping for them, me I go crave ya. Ill behavior. Shut it down. Shut it down.
This guy doesn't have very much brown on the base. Mostly gonna be grays.
Shut it down.
Lots of vines and stuff. Those will be cool when they're all painted up. Again, we'll probably do like a circle like that, where we don't actually paint that part of the base. And let's see, kind of want to do the same with her. I'm going to make a pretty wide swath around her, actually. It seems funky at first because the ground and the plant are the same color, but that will work itself out as we add some layers. Still trying to decide how wide I want to make her glowing aura sort of thing for OSL. Object source lighting. It's a nice thing about doing these, starting these off with airbrush, because you get a lot of overspray, and then if you work with it just right, you can say you did it on purpose to make OSL. So like right there where I'm not doing the rest of the plant is exactly for that reason. Then we'll do gray on the outside of those, some of that a little bit on the inside there. Actually, let's do a little bit more in there. Mostly just because I want to paint some of these details like the rose, at least a couple of the roses. They look really good on the other base, so I don't want to not paint them. So I'll encroach on her space just a little bit for that.
Citizens of a future redefined. No regrets tied to the things we
You just got a bigger brush here. Yeah, I think he's AFK now. Oh, nope, he came back. Oh, that sucks. Alright. What's next? Let's go back and do some dry brushing. So when we dry brush, you just basically take most of the paint off of your brush. And so what we're going to do is on that green flame stuff we were doing a minute ago, while we let these bases dry, I'm going to go back. I'm just going to highlight bits of this green on, just trying to hit the raised areas. Clean her brushes? Why are you using her brush? And you see it's just adding just to the ridges. And then I need to figure out how to make that a brighter green. Oh, yeah, so it's hard to get some of this stuff. It's hard to see because it's backwards, so I'll read it to you. It's the Master's brush cleaner. Yeah, must have. Yeah, mineral oils sucks. That stuff is basically a soap designed specifically for cleaning brushes, and it works really well. It's actually brought back some of my brushes that I've abused. Right, this is a nice, really bright green. That'll be perfect. It's almost a little too pea soup, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I like that. Me either. This is all just technique. And compared to some of the really good painters out there, it's not even funny, the difference. They're so much better than me, but it's alright. I'm just mostly using the painting as an excuse to get back and stream, because I haven't really been making time to stream, and I haven't been making time to paint. So I figured I could do both of the things together. And I'm kind of glad for it. Sanding and cleanup duty. Ouch. That's no fun. Shit, it's a little too thick. Okay, I like this. That's coming out pretty nice. It has a nice ethereal look to it.
still be just what you need. No, baby, don't treat me like a machine. Wanna go to your apartment, take it back to where we started. We'll be everything you wanted, you wanted, you wanted. And I know it could be perfect, and I know it would be worth it. We'll be everything you wanted, you wanted, you wanted. On it, on it, on you want it, on it, on it, on you want it, on it, on it, on you want it.
Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Some magical fire there. Just what everybody needs is some good magical fire, right? And now we are going to take and add some highlights to that armor with some glorious gold. And we'll thin that just down a little bit. Hopefully not too thin. Might be though. Yeah, it's too thin. Thanks, man. I mean, it's no painted rock, but I do okay. At least she has a hobby, right? Is she selling her rocks on Etsy yet? She has? That's awesome. Small tick butt. If I do a marine, give him a dick butt tattoo. I will keep that in mind. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's not all the way there. That's all I can say. But that's okay. Highlighting gold is a pain in the ass. Even in the best of days. So what's next? I think the next thing we need is a new palette because my palette is full of paint. So much paint. I am running out of room for any more, so let's do that. And we are gonna want some gray. Actually, before we do gray, We'll finish up these brown on the bases with some Agrex or shade. Nice big brush. There we go, a little bit thicker. I'm gonna paint that wall gray here in a minute. Oops, her base is done. Don't need to do hers again. This guy, I probably should rebase him, but that's alright. I think I can fix it with some highlights. Right. And now a little bit of Army Painter Uniform Gray. Start in on the, the tombstones and all the other cemetery trappings. I really decided I might just do this outside edge, I think. Bye, Claire. Thank you for that host. We're just painting up some Nighthaunt models for Age of Sigmar. This is the easy to build Mermorn. And we've got it all dry brushed up. The detail piece is done, and they're now just doing some work on the base. Yeah, no secret dick butts yet. Oh, missed some. I missed a spot I needed to do some shading on. Can't have that. Also needed to do this guy's weapon. And it's subtle, but it makes a difference. There we go. Much better. Yeah? Do you like how that came out? It's nasty. Oh, let's see, we were doing gray. We got a bunch of gray to do here. Yeah, I've actually got a really cool technical paint for that. Looks really good. It's very shiny when it's done, so it looks like fresh blood. I think that's a good idea. We'll definitely add some of that. So here, I'm just trying to find a nice, like, circular arc to her lighting effect. Yep, it's still stabby. Okay, this one I need to come back and do some more brown on. Kawaii anime eyes. Dude, that's exactly what it was missing. You're good at this, man. Okay, so that leaves this guy. I mean, he might be right, man. I think maybe I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Googly eyes. Actually, I do need to do some eyes, so we can make that happen. I need to do some bones and some skulls too, bro. But that does remind me, for these guys, for the eyes, what we're gonna do to give them kind of a creepier look is take just a little bit of this blue ink and drop right into the eye sockets just like that. So there you go, there's your anime eyes. Kinda missed on that one. Animu? Is that an anime cow? I don't know. I don't stream as much, so I don't really see her, but I assume she is. Mostly, her big obsession, from what I can tell from the little bit that goes on our Discord, is still Overwatch. Alright, what do we do next? Should we do some skulls and bones? No, let's do some, the Hamster Hero? Yeah. I'm tempted to go back and play that Hamster Hero. It's kind of cool. We call my boss the Angry Hamster, so I was like, you should play Overwatch. They have you as a playable character. They're having races? Like hamster ball races? In private games? Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Whoever made that noise made it intentionally. So we would hear it and find him.
That actually sounds kind of entertaining. There's a tie-dye shirt? Twitch merch? No, I haven't even looked. I should. I need to put some paints away. I got paint all over the place here. Just picking out all these little I should actually paint this where you guys can see it. Picking out all these little roots. Need a little shock collar for every time I paint off of a frame.
Okay, here's my theory. Whoever made that noise made it intentionally. So we would hear it and find him.
Get this shirt for $5, huh? That's not a bad deal at all.
So we would hear it and find him.
Oh, nice. Okay, I think that's just about right. What's next? Let's finish up this armor with a little bit of silver highlight. Actually getting pretty close on these guys. I'm pretty happy. We've got some boned paint and we got some other details. Gonna do a little bit of silver highlighting on this armor. Strangely enough, silver is a good highlight for gold. Just really trying to pick out the edges. Just little tiny beats. Try not to overdo it, which is really easy to do. I think I like that. Build it up with silver and gold. Oh, I did some gold already. And so yeah, that silver gives him a highlighted look. Makes him look shiny. I like it. The classiest of ghosts. Hell yeah, man. Our ghosts are the classiest here, yo. Alright. Now we need some bones and thugs. Jackbone to the rescue. Gucci. They bought all their armor in Vegas at the Gucci store. That's legit the only place I've ever seen a Gucci store. Gucci glasses, yeah, shit like that I've seen. I think they've got them at like America Best, you know, wherever the hell I go. Alright, who needs some bones? So this dude has a skull head face, and I want to paint that up because I think that's going to look really cool. Just got to be careful not to pick out the robe. His ghostly raiments. Right. The same reason the local Walmart is selling I need to do some more rust down there. What was I gonna say? It's selling bikinis. And that brush should not take point. There we go. Got a couple of skulls buried in the ground here. Okay, that was all of those. And what color of wash is going to make the bones look good? Let's try Agrex Earthshade. Yes, I like that. Much bone. And that also means, let's see, let's put that away. Do I have any Nuln oil? Yes. This is in our nice dark colored wash. We're gonna use that on these bits of concrete. Cement, I guess. rock. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not a cemetery scientist. I missed a spot. Let's fix that. She needs some gray on her base through there. And a little bit plant-like material there.
We are going to play a difficult, loud bass. Do the jazz cat funk.
And we did that right. The black will cover up everything else. Okay, what else? We did that one. Oh, this one needs a lot. And we are just gonna glob it on and let it do its job.
We are going to play a difficult, loud bass. Do the jazz cat funk. Do the jazz cat funk.
Alright. It's coming along really good. I like it. Those are some nice ghosties. It's about time to do some dry brushing on the bases. And some light brown. Oh. And I think we'll be getting close to about where I'll end up being done for the day. It's been a nice 2+ hour session of painting today, which is awesome. Getting some nice progress done on these guys. So this here, again, we just use a really light amount of paint. We really just want to go make it look like there's some sun shining down. And in this case of the weapon, just make it look old, dry, and, you know, show off some of the texture in there. Oops, a little heavy-handed there, but that's all right. That is all fixable. So I get some nice highlighting on the base there. This guy came out a little funky, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. I'm just gonna go for it. He's got a bunch of leaves and crap in there. I think that'll draw the eye away from my minor mistake with the thin paint. Okay. What do you think? What should we do next? Need to do some highlights on the skulls. What are we going to use for that? I think that's a good color. Flayed one flesh. Yeah, it's a nice color. Let's go for this size brush. And again, we're just gonna go straight out of the pot. There's gonna be some more dry brushing here. Where's those skulls? I like that emote. Skulls everywhere. Then we'll get some detail up out of this guy. Add a little more of that to his weapon haft. So I just want it to look old and brittle. Beyblades. I don't know, man. I think they legit ripped off Digimon. Put some shit away here. God damn, I got paint everywhere. Alright, so these guys are coming together really nicely. We got a little bit more of the dry brush on the base. Let's finish up the dirt on these bases. Make it look like nice dried mud here. Just trying to get everything a little bit of detail there. Okay, those are done. What's next? Oh, no. Missed a guy. He needs a little bit too. Again, this is just super gentle. It's just don't push too hard. You'll get too much paint. You'll be unhappy. Gotta do it again. Nobody wants that. Okay, so now that we've got all that done, we're getting really close. There's just a few details left on the bases, a little bit of highlighting to do. We will start with this stone golem. Really nice bright gray, which will be good for the highlights on, oh, whatever we're calling them, rock, concrete. This is going to be real simple. We're just going to do a little bit of edge highlights in here. Just so that the eye sees the difference from a distance. That's really all this is for, is to give it some depth at a distance. Literally 100? Dude, it's always 100 where you live. It's supposed to get out that hot here like the next couple of days. I'm not happy about it. This. Again, we're just picking out all the edges. That's why it's called edge highlighting. 87, oh Jesus, that's as bad as 100. If not worse. Sorry, some of these angles are just kind of tough to show off. But you can see there now, there's a nice deep dark of the black. And then there is the highlight, middle color. Gives it a really nice depth. Oops, got a couple down in here too. Okay. A little bit here too. $113? Dude, you need to move. I don't know how you do it. 113 is about the hottest it ever gets here, and it's usually only for a short period of time. No, he's like in the worst part of California, apparently. Like everybody else in California has beautiful, amazing weather, except for Porsche Fons, who has the shittiest weather. Alright man, since we're getting towards the end here and you requested it, we're gonna do some blood effects. Let's see if we can find it. Where did I put that stuff? I don't get to use it very often. I bet this is it right here. So this is called Blood for the Blood God. And it is a really sickly, very shiny red. And so we're just gonna put Just right along the edge there. Youch. Too soon. I'm just gonna add just a little bit more to a couple of the spots to make it like nice and thick and shiny. Still wet. He just chopped somebody's head off. What do you think? Does that look disgusting enough? So we got all the rust. Love it. Yeah, try not to go overboard, but yeah, there's still plenty of rust on the back end though. I'm gonna actually add some more, and it's kind of cool because you can kind of see the rust through it since it's translucent. And actually, there's some cool tricks like you could put I could use like hot glue and make some drips. Paint those. I'm not going to, but it's an option if we really wanted to go like way too far. But I think you're right. I am going to give him just a little bit more rust. Yeah, it's kind of hard, of course, on the camera. Isn't the Gulf of Mexico in... Is it in Mexico or is it in Texas? I don't know, man. Yeah, there's a little more rust. And actually that reminds me we needed some rust down here too. Right. This guy's pretty much done. Needs a little bit of green grass on the base. There's gonna be some grass in there. We'll put some like dead tufts of grass. I should almost go get some different grass for these guys. Do like dead grass. That would look legit good, wouldn't it? I shouldn't do live happy nice grass. God damn it, now I gotta go buy something. Probably almost make it, but why make something you can buy? I got all kinds of grass. You can't smoke any of it, but we can paint it. We can glue it on. Schwanz has got that grass. You know, being California, don't they give you a well, it's legal there now. I was gonna say give you a medical card at birth, but. Where is my thinner? Yeah, a lot of Russia is Siberia, though. Nobody wants to live there. It's like calling Canada big. So now we've got some roses on the base here we're going to paint up. I don't know if I can get a good angle on these or not. We'll do our best. Oh no, man! I always thought that was what the walk-in was for.
But your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing
Trying to see.
well, this is reality. You only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free.
Okay, so a couple little roses there. Kind of adds a little extra detail. Got a few leaves. I don't know if I want to paint those or if I want to leave those like dried. Those actually look kind of cool like that. Although I painted them green on the other, so I should probably paint them green on this one. This guy never got any highlights on his leaf here, so let's fix that. Or on his roots. They're called roots, Tigger. So we're just gonna highlight these up real quick. Right on, man. Take it easy, AP. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so that's done. Probably should hit up a couple more of these little spots here that I might have missed. I need to move this camera forward about 4 inches. Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm almost done myself. I'm so close to being done with these. I think I'm just going to push through. I just hit 3 hours, so that's usually about as long as I hang out. But anyway, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Wait, the camera's right there. I'm waving at the wrong spot. So what do we got left? Cool. We got a little more highlighting on those spots.
Open my eyes.
What about this guy?
Whenever you're calling, baby, you know I turn around. I see your face. Not one sound.
Really just need to finish up some base stuff on him. Let's do... Don't like the way it looked like I missed that. A little more rust. And then we need a little bit of highlighting on our roses now. And then we need a few leaves painted. And we're getting really close to calling this all done.
I'll go to sleep. Open my eyes. Not one sound. Whatever is calling, baby, you know I turn around. Baby, you know I
Okay.
turn around.
Just gonna do the roses on that one, but I don't think it fits, so we're just gonna leave that how it is. Now we got some leaves to paint. The leaves are gonna be green. And we just need a little bit of this, because they're really small and there's not very many of them. Let's find them. So she doesn't have any. Don't think he's got any, so mostly this one here. Just want to make sure that we're just painting those. They are kinda tiny, not gonna lie.
Go to sleep. Open my eyes. Not one sound.
Okay, so those need a little bit of... What should we use on those? Probably light tone. We'll do Army Painter light tone is probably the best possible thing. So we don't want it to be overwhelming. Where are you? I thought I had some out. Dark tone. Soft tone, sorry. I lied. And add them to the roses. I'm actually going to put some in his eye socket there. Pick out that skull a little bit nicer.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
I like it.
It's dramatically new. It's the most tremendous new musical experience you can have.
Okay, so those need a little bit of highlights. So that's my 4 Mermorns done. That's the box set for them. And yeah, I like how those are coming out. Let's see, I think while those are going, I could probably paint... work on starting to finish these guys up. I just like a really neutral gray edge on my bases. keeps you from losing your models on the table, and doesn't detract from the paint on the model itself. That edge up just right, makes a nice little frame for the rest of the model. This guy is going to need a second coat, but that can wait. And now I need a really tiny brush for the little bit of highlights that I need to do. On these leaves. So let's get this out of the way. Who was it? Her. Okay, I like it. I think we're good. I think we're gonna call these guys finished for now until I figure out what I didn't do. Which means we will switch this over to this one, and we will get some brushes clean. And that'll be it for me today. I hope you guys learned something fun and cool today. It was a lot of fun for me. I enjoy painting these models up. The dry brushing is fun. I really didn't love what I did with his armor. I think I gotta go back with that eventually, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I don't love his armor piece. That's about the one thing that came out I didn't really like. But everything else came out pretty darn well. We'll see what I move on to. I got plenty more fun stuff to do. For right now, we're just gonna clean up these brushes real quick. So after all my painting, you always want to take, you want to take and get some clean water. So first off, let's do that.
Now look, what we have here before us. Nothing would
Okay.
without us allowing it to happen. Because we got the streets, suckers! nobody is wasting nobody. That is a miracle. And miracles is the way things ought to be.
Get rid of some of that extra paint. Then you just get a little brush conditioner on, suds it up in your hand, and then form a nice point.
20,000 hardcore members.
So yeah, we're just cleaning these up. We're just done for the day. Just hanging out for a minute while I clean up the brushes, and then I'm gonna be out of here. So sorry you missed the stream, but we got a lot of good stuff painted today. Looks really awesome. I am very happy with how things came out. My ghosties are starting to look good. Leave all the brushes with a nice point on them, so when we come back next time, maybe they'll have learned how to paint better than I know how. Alright, there we are. Everything's cleaned up. Ready to put some models on the shelf and get to work on some more. Thanks everybody again for watching. I had a great time. It was a good 3 hours of getting some airbrushing done and some ghosties finished. So we got... It's a little hard to see. Definitely better under here. But anyway, thanks for watching everybody and have an awesome night.